Yes. Greetings, and welcome to a Guild Wars 2 video for Path of Fire. Here I am reporting from the Crystal Desert, Crystal Oasis to be suspect, and the wonderful city of Amnun. I wanted to give everybody a chance to get some of the information that they need, and maybe a couple of extra tips along the way on how to get some of the new mounts for the expansion. The mounts, especially like the Raptor that I'm sitting on, are really amazing and can make a huge difference in gameplay. There's areas in the maps with the new expansion that you can't even reach without specific mounts. So, in the first starting zone, when you come into the game, right up here, you can actually see the symbol for it, Mount Raptor. You will come in through this area and you will save this small little village right here and be given an actual mount. When you do the first, basically, part of Act 1, the very first part of Act 1 involves you getting the Raptor mount given to you. And so getting your foot in the door for the Crystal Desert, you automatically have the Raptor mount coming in, which is an amazing thing. So once you get that, going to go from Amnun all the way up this little entrance right here. This zone exit goes to the next actual area. The closest actual waypoint is Temple of Cormyr, and go due north. That's what we're going to do. North from the Temple of Cormyr area, you're going to be leading straight out of the Crystal Oasis, your first zone, into the next zone, the Desert Highlands, which is going to be very interesting. And right there are the gates and the zone door. Yes, please. Desert Highlands. Okay, entering into the Desert Highlands, you immediately come into a small city called Diviner's Reach. Not to be confused with Divinity's Reach. Across the Salt Flats, these zones are really big. There's several different points you're going to want to hit, but there's a waypoint down here, Brightwater Waypoint. There's another waypoint up here, the High Jump Ranch Waypoint. That's where we're actually heading. Problem is, there is a ridge of mountains right here that are elevated that you can't get up unless you make a jump across a ridge right about there. So there's a point up here that you're going to be going towards. I recommend you head towards the Lommald Crawl waypoint, which is basically due north of Diviner's Reach. Head straight north, making your way up, get to this waypoint and grab it, and then go straight west from there. I'm going to go to Lommald Crawl. We're going to head west from there. And there's the opening. Oh, actually, no, that's one opening. This is the other opening. So there are several different gaps in here, but all of them are basically arranged in such a way that you cannot make this jump unless you've got a Raptor. And you have a Raptor that has canyon jumping trained. This gives you an extra long travel distance on your jumps. So this is the only way that you can get across that gap. And the mount we're about to get would help you get up it. But, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. You come into here, High Jump Ranch. There is a waypoint back here. Get up that slope. And here we go, Springer's, the second mount. Grab the Springer Ranch waypoint, and then do the local quest heart. This renowned heart will get you enough reputation to actually get... Where is the person? Is normally standing right there. Yeah, this will give you enough reputation to actually... Oh, there they are. Stable Master Unja will give you enough reputation to get a Springer. Once you get a Springer, then you can change over your Giant Rabbit. The Giant Rabbit has a wonderful jump ability. It is charged. It will, of course, jump normally. But if you're standing in place, suddenly you can leap incredible heights. Awesome. Now, this is the location of High Jump Ranch in the Desert Highlands. The next location we're going to actually get for the third mount, the Skimmer, we have to go back south through the Crystal Oasis and then all the way back to the Temple of Cormyr. There's actually a section right here. You're going to go south of the Temple of Cormyr, around here, and this is where the Destiny's Gorge waypoint is. Destiny's Gorge, go back to the temple, is a through point that you have to get into the next zone. The Elon Riverlands, and the Elon Riverlands is where the Skimmer is, the third mount. So, back at the Temple of Cormyr, on our trusty raptor. I always have a hard time finding the exit door here. There it is. Whoop. We are going straight south into this valley section. There is a little bit of a kind of a lock. They set up double gates of forged soldiers here. If you were diligent enough, you can just jump straight through it and get past all of them. No big deal. You come down here, get the waypoint for Destiny's Gorge. And then keep going south.
You might want to reconsider heading south from here. Nothing but trouble that way.
Lots of warnings. Elon Riverlands. This is where we're going to get the Skimmer. And the Skimmer is an amazing pet. It really makes a huge difference in moving around the map, and you'll see why. Okay, this area
quick word before you proceed.
Starts to get a bit dangerous. The next waypoint, and you'll get it as soon as you step into the zone, is Augury Shadow. I would say just double-click it, skip ahead. From here, we are actually going to be going across the desert, all the way down here. So if you're looking at this, is all the Elon Riverlands, right? And you're going to be going from the zone entrance all the way down and across here. Now, what I'm going to do, there is a point right here called Alashar's Oasis Camp. It is southwest of your entry point into the zone, this zone, the Augury Shadow. I'm just going to skip here and go due west until you see the appropriate area. Let's hop on our speedy raptor. The raptor is the fastest running mount in a straight line. Take a shortcut across the dunes. It's going to be some fall damage. That is quicksand. Don't go into it unless you actually have a skimmer. And I do believe I see Quicksand River. Got a gap. Need a little bit of extra distance to clear with the raptor. And here we are.
Hey, if you can get close to one of those runaway skimmers, please try to catch it.
I'll do my best, sir. And here we are right at the Skimmer Ranch. You do the quest, the Renowned Heart, gets you reputation enough to buy a skimmer from the ranch hands, and then you can swap over to your trusty skimmer. It skims, just as the name implies. There are territories and sections of the maps that you cannot traverse unless you have either distance jumping with the raptor, the tier 3 skill, or you have high vault trained with the actual Springer. That gives you double the jump height. When it's amazing the distances you can clear with it. Then there is with the Skimmer, there is also Ride the Wind, which increases the hover height that this thing has. So right now, it hovers at a certain fixed height. If I hold down the space bar, I go up a little bit, and that uses up my stamina. That lets you get over certain objects when you need to get a little bit of extra clearance. If you train that third mastery for Skimmers, you get an increased height raise when you actually use this. But Skimmer is really, really awesome. Now we're going to start getting into the fourth pet, the very, very hard one. The fourth pet is the Jackal. The Jackal is going to require a trip further south out of the Alolan Riverlands and into this area called the Desolation. So with with the Skimmer Ranch right here, you're going to be making a southeast trip right towards that door. And when you go to this door, it's going to look like a fortified gate in this massive bone wall. There's going to be some troops there, but there's not a lot of troops. You can skip straight past them, just ignore them. Use the raptor on the roadway, and you can see this roadway right here. You can run straight down through, right past them, hit the zone door, and you will come out at Bone Strand Waypoint in the Desolation. And this is where things are going to start getting a little tough. The last pet, the last mount is the Jackal, and the Jackal is a very unique pet. It has teleportation abilities. It does not have as much ground speed in a straight line run as the Raptor does, so the Raptor is still useful when it comes to that. But we're going to be making our way all the way south here, and then you're going to have to curve around the Palawa Cut, make your way down through the Darklands, and you have some options here. You can either use tunnels through this mountainous pass, you can go around in this section, but what you're heading for is way down here, and it's called Sand Jackal Run. It is the very bottom southwest corner of the Desolation. And I'm just going to let you know, the Desolation is huge. This is the left zone wall, and the right zone wall is, I think, somewhere right around here. And it's a big square of zone. So, the waypoints that you're going to be able to grab along the way, there's, of course, the entry waypoint. Then there is one down if you want to come through, and then you can either cut through here, but there's a lot of fighting, or come around. I would advise grabbing the Scourge Way waypoint. Then you're going to be going straight south, Scorched Marshes, until you start seeing this. This area is where you really want to hit. And this is what we're aiming for. What I'm going to do is go to the Scourge Way, and we can take it from there. The Scourge Way is basically our starting point. You're probably going to die some down here. And I'm actually going to put a waypoint right there. Actually, let's put it right there. That's going to be easier to find. Let's make sure we're on our Skimmer. And this is one of the important reasons why the Skimmer is critical in this zone. You'll see these lower sections of just gas. The gas channels that go through the zone are made up of a sulfuric or hydrosulfuric, kind of a sulfur-based gas, and it makes it extremely hard, as in impossible, to actually breathe. If you come down here on foot, you will immediately start taking damage, and you will immediately die. Or very quickly die. Not immediately, but very quickly. It makes it very hard to navigate because you have to use overpasses. You have to avoid these sections. If you're using your Raptor, you have to be careful what cliffs you're jumping off of, because you might jump over and down into one of these cuts. And getting down in here, once you're stuck, you'll get knocked off your mount from taking damage. And you cannot remount once you're down here. Let's see if I can get high enough. I don't think I can. But you see, you take a steady tick of damage. And then suddenly, you get up here. This is a safe spot, and it's fine. So yeah, it's rough going. Let's see if I can remember where I am. Oop, air elemental. Let's not. Don't feel like playing. I don't advise stopping doing map checks much. Can we go down there? Let's see. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Hello, wargs. Just drop off here lazily. And keep pushing on. You'll see some worms down here. Try to avoid them. They hit like trucks. You'll see jump points specifically made for the raptor and for the jackal once you get it. Whoop, bombardment. Time to keep moving. Once you find yourself in the southern sulfur seas, the Desolation, and look up for the domain of the Jinn, you'll actually find several ruined platforms over on the western edge of the sea, and you can get your skimmer mount on top. There is a waypoint here. I suggest one of the first things that you actually do is skate right up here, grab the waypoint, and generally rest and pit stop. Now, here's the hard part. You have to have the level 3 hover for the skimmer, ride the wind. You have to have this train in order to get the jackal mount. Now, here's the confusing part. I have the jackal mount. Oh, that's ready to train. Yay. But I don't have that ability. How? Well, here's how. You go from here, the jackal, jackal basically waypoint, sand jackal waypoint. You'll notice there is a high lip on this island. You have to get onto that island to get the stairs all the way up to the domain of the Jinn, where they keep the sand jackals, and do the renowned heart. Now, the sand jackal is going to cost you. It's 20 gold and 200 trade contracts, which are, trade contracts are a type of map-specific or expansion-specific currency they're using for the Crystal Desert and the entire expansion. You will get these on a regular basis. I spent 200 of these yesterday. I'm back up to 191 already. So it's not that bad of an issue. The big thing is, you cannot make the jump from here with a raptor. It is slightly too far, and you'll find yourself falling to the ground, getting stuck in the actual muck, basically, because of taking damage with the gases. And you won't be able to remount. You will die. You'll have to teleport back to that portal, etc., etc. Now, what you can do instead is, let's hop off. Is it safe down here? I think it's safe down here. Directly west. The stairs are roughly here. I think this is... Yeah, I think this is basically about where the stair is. I think that's the island that has the stairs going up. Over here, is the Junumdu Lookout. This is a tower. And here's the thing. If you have the other expansion for Guild Wars 2, if you have, why am I taking this route? Heart of Thorns, and you have a trained gliding and advanced gliding, you have an alternate route. And this is what I did. You can get up here on this tower. This is safe land. I say safe. It's relatively safe. There are patrols that will come up onto this island and come around the back and then go back down. If you're patient, you can make it very, very easily. Let's consolidate here. Now here's the hard part. These are jets that are going to push you off. You're going to have to use a whole bunch of your, if you're a taller race, if you're a Norn, you're probably going to have to flip through that using dodge. You're going to have to use your dodge a lot. It's the benefits of being short. You're going to have to use dodge a lot. If you get hit by these, and they not only catch you on fire, they also have exhaust pressure, which means they will push you off the platform. You will fall, take fall damage, and you will die very quickly. So take your time. Walk up. As soon as you see one of these little gargoyles on a pillar, even if it's not lit, approach it carefully. Do not try and walk past it. There we go. See, I got caught in the flames. Thankfully, I got over here just in time. I'm going to use a heal. Flip. Flip. And then once you get close to the top, you have to be patient. You have to let your stamina come back. Otherwise, you will get impatient and get knocked off. And then you have to spawn back at the shifting sands. There's a couple of guys up here. Hi, guys. What's up? You're the occultist. Yes, Jacaranda. Please lightning them. Yeah, eat lightning. There we go. You don't have a key for that chest. Okay, so that's the island we're shooting for right there. Actually, that was pointless. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to jump off. I'm pushing forward and using my stamina. Now, I have trained up all the way in gliding, which means I have ley line gliding, and I have the advanced stamina bar. If you do not have that, then once you empty out your stamina, you will plummet out of the sky like a rock. Now me, I just start losing speed. Get over here, and behold, you are on the island, and you can actually make it. At which point in time, you can load up something like, let's say, a raptor. I wouldn't use the skimmer. It skates around a little too much. Because it's a hovercraft, it has hover mechanics, which means it's a little slidey. Because there's no waypoint up here. Once you get to the top of this, there is no waypoint to keep you from having to make the run all over again. If you fall and die, you will have to make that trip to that tower repeatedly. Once you get up here, there will be the Jinn that will be doing a renowned heart.
I see you and your Jackal
Bonded. Yes, we have. As a matter of fact, my Jackal.
And take pride in knowing you turned Abaddon's darkness into a force for good.
Jackal is actually made out of enchanted living sand, and it's got a teleport ability that it can use. Notice it has a 3-part stamina bar. Each chunk can be used for a teleport jump, and it comes back pretty quickly. There is even an advanced ability. If you look at the masteries, the Raptor has canyon jump, which makes it jump much farther. The Springer has high vault. The Skimmer has ride the wind, which raises hover height. By the way, yes, this ability for the Skimmer is great for healers because you can swoop in on a team, use his #1 ability to kind of attack, and that also does an AoE heal that it sweeps across, and it helps revive downed allies. It's a really good mount. The Jackal, Shifting Sands, lets you use sand portals. Now, I haven't used these before. You saw me train this just a minute ago in the video. Okay, and that puts us somewhere. Super weird. You don't have to jump, teleport. You can just normal jump through these, apparently. Fascinating. I've never used these before. Don't know where most of these go. Oh, this one goes back. I can save a trip now. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. Now, here is where I'm going to do some spoilers. If you do not want some secrets of the expansion ruined for you, tune off now. But do consider, please, if this was helpful to you in any way, leaving it. Oh, God. Oh, you can't go from the back. Nope, 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 nope. Go back up. Let's see where this one puts me. Oh. Oh, this is something I think you pass on the stairs? Oh, it gave me a shield. That's nice. Ooh. Tormented elementals. Yep, this you pass on the stairs on the way up. Okay, awesome. Get back on a Jackal. Very fascinating, very interesting. But there is a 5th secret mount. If this was a useful video, then, and you don't want things spoiled for you, I understand. Turn away now or mute. I'm just exploring while we're talking about this. If you have, like I said, enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, considering subscribing. I'm going to be putting out more Guild Wars 2 content on a regular basis, as well as lots of other gaming videos. Thank you very much. Now, on to the secret 5th mount. There is a griffin that is included in the game as a 5th mount. Now, there was speculation early on in the expansion pack's development. Oh, this puts you down at the bottom again. Ooh, okay. That there was going to be 5 mounts, not 4, but they only advertised. Oh, here we go. All the way back to the start again. They were advertising only 4 mounts, but somebody thought that there was 5 because of leaked data. Well, it turns out there is. They kept it a secret. They didn't advertise it. It's a griffin, and it is extremely hard to do. Not only do you have to finish the entire story arc for Path of Fire, for your personal story, you have to finish that. You also have to go on a massive collection quest that spans a lot of continents. Now, I cannot cover this in a video because I haven't finished the personal story yet, but I will leave a link to a Reddit thread in the video description below that goes to how to get that mount. What I'm also going to do at a later date, if I ever do get to the point where I can, I will then put a video out on acquiring that mount. But I'm not pushing, I'm not rushing the expansion content. I'm not going to try and power through it so quickly that I'm going to miss and not stop and smell the flowers. So yeah, I'm going to take my time a little on this one. But definitely, there is a 5th mount, and there is a lot of other secrets hidden within this expansion pack. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a thumbs up. Really, really does help. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell to get alerts when a new video comes out on the channel. I live stream 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday, over right here on YouTube on the channel, or over on mixer.com/Vaygrim. My dual streams. You can catch me either place. Make sure to follow me on Twitter @Vaygrim, and I will catch you folks later. Thank you for joining me on this slightly meandering video, but we got there in the end. I'll catch you later. Bye.